Welcome to this lesson. Today we're going to take a sneak peek at an Achievement House Cyber Charter School math class and review the school year structure so you have a better understanding of what to expect when you get to your regular class schedule. How the school year is broken down. At Achievement House, we break the school year down into 4 quarters, which is similar to many other middle schools and high schools. What's different here at Achievement House is each quarter is broken into 3 pods, and each pod is then broken into 3 weeks at a time. What this does is you'll be looking at 3 weeks worth of assignments and classwork at a time. At the end of the 3-week pod, the assignments will close and you cannot go back and do the work. So you need to work on your lessons 3 weeks at a time, and when the pod closes, you'll move on to the next pod. You'll do 3 pods in a quarter. All work must be done by the end of each pod, as I said, and if you're a special ed student, there's extensions available, so please check with your teachers for the details on that. To get a better understanding of the 4 quarters and the 3 pods within each quarter, you can check out the school calendar on our Moodle page by clicking on School Calendar here. Let's take a moment now to take a tour of this math class. Here's the sample math class, and all of your classes will be set up in a very similar format. So this is Johnny Appleseed, and this is his sample math class. At the top of each class is a button that says click here to jump to this pod. So when you're ready to do your work in any class, you can click on this big green button to go to the current pod. This will show you all of the assignments that the class is currently working on. At any time, if you want to check out your grade book, you can click on the green button that says click this button to go to the grade book. Every course will have these green buttons at the top of the page. Under the green buttons, there'll be a variety of announcements from your teachers. So always check out the announcements at the top of the page. There'll be a syllabus for the course posted as well underneath the announcements, and any other documents that the teacher might want you to have regular access to. As you scroll down, the teacher's information will always be on the left-hand side, just like it was in Virtual Foundations. You have the teacher's name, their picture, and their contact information. As we scroll through, we can see now we're in quarter 1, pod 1 for this sample math class. The links at the top of the quarter will always be the links to your live classes. So for example, this class meets on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 o'clock. To get to the live class, you would click on the link that says virtual class, similar to what we did again in Virtual Foundations. Underneath the live links are our pods. There are 3 weeks in each pod. Week 1 will always be highlighted in blue, so we can see we have week 1, topic 1 is equations. Week 1, topic 2 is solving one-step equations. Under each topic will always be listed the lessons that you have to watch and the homework that you have to complete before you can move on to the next lessons. So week 1 you have lesson number 1 and homework 1. Then you move on in week 1 you also have lesson 2 and homework 2, and so on. The icon with the Q, the light blue icon, is always a symbol that there is a quiz. So right underneath there is quiz 1 that goes with the lessons in week 1. Let's scroll down now. Week 2 is highlighted in green. Similar setup. You've got your topics, topic 3 and topic 4 for the pod with the lessons and the homework. And again, here's that blue icon, so there is a quiz also in week 2 here. And the 3rd week of the pod, because every pod is broken into 3 weeks, is highlighted in orange. Again, you've got your lessons. Now we're on week 3, topic 5 is solving equations with fractions. Lesson 5 and homework number 5, followed by lesson 6 and homework 6. This yellow icon with the T indicates that there is a test. So we're at the end of the pod. We've done 3 weeks, and there's going to be a test on the information that you've learned in that pod. And followed by that, there is a pod benchmark assessment. In every course, at the end of every pod, there'll be a benchmark assessment to review what you've learned, and it lets the teacher know what might need to be covered in the next pod. And at the bottom of the page are any resources and PowerPoints that the teacher may want you to have access to in case you want to follow up on any information. So again, all of your classes will be broken down in the same format. Let me scroll back up to the top here. You'll have your buttons at the top, your announcements, Quarter 1, Pod 1, and it'll be followed by Week 1, Week 2, and Week 3. Every course will be set up in the same fashion. If you have any questions at any point while you're trying to navigate through one of your courses, you can contact your teacher. Again, the contact information is on the left-hand side, and they're always available to answer questions.